Okay, I just wanted to show you how to set up this particular collection note in this study session. So if I was coming in here, I would start off doing a search for meditation, and I'll just shorten that and put a wildcard on there so it pulls up all the variations of the word. And so now that I've got that, I'm going to start off creating the collection note. You can see each of these opens up in a different pane, so I never lose my place. And then I'm going to come over here, and I know there's a few synonyms that I want to pull up and also find the scriptures to add into this collection note, like be still and know that I am God. So there's two of those. I'm just going to drag those down in here. And I'll go on to the next search. So there's 4 verses that have the word reflect in some form. So I'm going to, since there's just a few of those, I'll add those in really quick. But on the next search for pondering that I put in the blog post, I'm not going to add that in because that would take a little longer. There's 22 of them, and I'd want to actually review them as I go down the list. I'll just pull up the search here real quick. So you can see there's 22 verses. I'm going to go ahead and expand the collection note now. And so now I'm in a screen where I can devote myself more to studying these verses. I'll paste in the questions that I put, and I've already started this collection note, so you can see some of my information here. And then I'd give it a title. And I could come over here and add the tags. Just exactly what I put in the blog post. And now I can come down through these verses and study them while making notes right here in my collection note. And then as I finish portions of this, I can save it and update it. But down below, I can go down through all these verses and make all the notes that I want about the individual verses. But then I can create this master note up here answering these questions. And I like to see, as I go down through, maybe I find a verse. I'll just kind of randomly go to one here. Here's Timothy 4:15. Okay, I have no idea. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. So what would be a question that somebody might ask that this would provide an answer to? I like to ask those kind of questions to determine questions. But in this particular verse, one purpose of meditating is to learn the principles of the gospel so that others see that you've devoted yourself to the gospel. So you might ask a question like, what does devoting yourself to the gospel benefit? How does that help others, or something of that nature? Anyway, you get the idea. This is just a quick look at scripture notes and how you would set up a study session. It's super powerful. It'll completely change the way you study. As you go down through the verses and you start making comments, notes up here as you answer these questions, it's super powerful, and you're essentially building a well of knowledge that you can draw from anytime you have to give a talk or prepare a lesson, or you're just looking for inspiration in things that you've studied before. Every verse will be associated with this, so that when you click on this, you can see your footnotes, LDS footnotes, and what collection notes that verse is part of, so you can get back to this very easily. So that is a very quick look at how to set up a collection note.